Cox and KK just almost side by side. Little disjointed. They find it cutting. Gretchen McNeil, and no, she overlaid it.
Yeah, I think McNeil's going to end up with a double-double. Obviously already 6 rebounds, I think, with your totals in the first half.
Yep.
At her average, and again, has scored 7 points. So, again, Arrowhead staying with the zone. They played every possession.
KK with the deflection. Leininger got to be careful with 3. They break that pressure. Layup. Rolls off. So both sides have had the opportunity, but this time, a putback. Abby Roble.
Yeah, the left-hander, if it, had it roll off with the right hand, credit, stayed right with it, able to put her own miss in.
KK drives, hits a cutting Wisner, reverse, no good.
KK's put her teammates in 2 good positions right there, to be able to finish inside at the rim, and neither shot's gone down.
That's happened a couple different times this evening. About 4 come to mind. We had the Gaz here. We had Lucy on an earlier one. Not to single them out. Hey, it happens. They're human beings, Sometimes those things happen. People miss shots.
Just got to go right back and believe the next one's going to go in. Don't turn that next shot down.
And the next one's coming your way. Always remember that. 16:40, just starting the second half. Arrowhead, largest lead of the game, up 9.
Bub does a good job using her pivot there. Gets it out of trouble. Again, Arrowhead stays with those same starters. Great dump down pass.
And another miss from point blank, but another offensive rebound. And they're going to call it on McNeil. That's her 4th.
Yeah, that's one where you just get stuck, Whether she's set or not, everything's happened. It's a bang-bang play.
She's staying out there for the time. You can see the referee kind of slowly dribbling the ball. They're going to get this up for her, and they do. It's Rachel Murphy. That's just it's just unlucky. That's all that one was.
Yep. You get caught in situations sometimes. And again, Murphy knows things well. Started when Gretchen was out.
Right. Travel. Great help defense. Wisner and Leininger double team, and that's the 12th turnover of the evening for Arrowhead.
And again, good job not slapping down. Just walled up, knew that person was off balance, didn't give the officials any reason.
KK hiccup move, drops the pass off the Leininger, who draws the foul and will go shoot 2. KK a little right left, got by, and that's what, she's so good at many things, but that's one thing when she sees a seam.
She got the help to commit and able to dump that, nice bounce to put Leininger in position to try to score.
Leininger hits the first, stems the tide, 10-0 run from Arrowhead. So at least 1 point for the possession. Leininger gets them both.
Again, I think that's important too. Leininger unable to capitalize in the first half from the line. Sees it goes in, see it go in. You miss your free throws. You have 3 fouls. Again, good job on the back pivot there. Reverse pivot by Arrowhead.
Travel, nope. They call the deflection. Shot hits the side of the backboard. Hansen able to save it, but it ends up in the hands of Wisner. Wiz, little bank runner, no good. Batted around, ends up in Murphy's hands. Rachel, kick out. Leininger drives, drop pass. Murphy finishes.
Yeah, really good job. I thought Bella Sams did a good job of getting the rim in the transition, caused the first shot to be missed. But again, credit Germantown standing in the offensive glass, working the offense, and able to get back and get the layup.
Wisner with the deflection gives Germantown to reset their defense.
Again, no backing down from the aggressive nature, right? Staying with the traps, with the run and jump.
Be who you are. As we approach 15 minutes, 39-32. Arrowhead up.
And that's one thing Coach Stuvey talked about is, you get to this time of the season and usually you have a little bit more of your rotation figured out. And again, with the 10-game winning streak, they've been able to play 11, 12 players.
Quick pass inside. Great job by Erica Bubb. Catch it high, finish high.
This is going to give them that opportunity. And again, how are they going to be able to do that? With people in foul trouble,
KK,
they're going to have to.
To Leininger, who kicks it out. Rachel Murphy from Leininger. 39-35. Leininger caught it, one-handed. Oh, drive down the lane, left hand, good. Well, you got to do a better job cutting off Hansen. Back to that previous play, Leininger got caught up baseline, but great pass to Murphy. Cox three, got it.
Yeah, and here we go. Here's the barrage. Back to back. It goes from a 11-point lead. They've got it down to 3 now.
Arrowhead had a brief 11-point lead. It's down to 3. Hot shooting to Germantown, starting to knock down their threes, but they have lost Gretchen McNeil, who has 4 fouls. But Rachel Murphy stepping it. There's a 10 call. Wasn't it 14:08 at the timeout?
It's a quick 10.
I thought the timeout was at the 14:08 mark, but it's a 10 nonetheless. Turnover, and it's Germantown ball. Drop pass, KK to Lucy. So much for my she's nervous theory, huh?
Yeah. Well, she's settled in, and
you're right.
She's got some confidence to continue to make those passes because her teammates, even after missing the first 2, she's had confidence in them.
Another offensive rebound, another extra couple of points, and this time it's Erica Bubb knocking it down.
And Bubb coming in averaging 3.1 points per game. She's up to double figures already.
With 11, yeah. And now KK, she threw a seed through the hands of Leininger. That's one that Sarah would be proud of with that softball throw. 13:20 remaining. The pressure has not really caused Arrowhead too many problems. And now you foul a jump shooter who knocks it down.
Yeah, one of the cardinal sins of defense right there.
And Roble hits the shot and will go to the line as Kayla lobs. You're not going to block shots, Kayla. No sense doing that.
No, guards should understand. Should never be in that position as Roble converts. And again, Roble 7 for 7 the last 2 days from the line. So,
and speaking of 7, the lead back up to 7.
Really good response by Arrowhead since the timeout.
Inside KK, short corner, Wisner pulls it out. Lobs handoff, KK. Shuffles to the left as the Germantown offense gets set. KK looking to penetrate, nothing there. Gets it to Murphy. Leininger left alone, right corner. Wisner thought about it.
Spacing issues on that side right now.
Wisner splits everybody, collects, and finishes. So the senior saw a little bit of a seam, put it out in front of her, and able to finish.
First 2-point field goal, she's up to 8.
47-42. Really impressed by the composure of Arrowhead as Lobs creates a problem. We're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be Germantown basketball.
Yeah, Lobs got the worst end of that as well. She dove on the ground, and Bubb tying her up ended up jumping right on her.
You might have a foul on Bubb then.
Yeah, because definitely.
That would be the correct call. We'll see if that's what this conversation is about.
She got smashed like Sunday morning pancake right there.
They call it a jump ball.
They keep it the jump ball.
Coach Stuvey's fine with that as Gretchen McNeil gives the strong. Oh, it stays here. My apologies. I thought it was Germantown ball.
Yeah, I think, again, that was the tie-up, and then the flattening happened. Glad they got together. Anytime they get together, you're getting more than one person's viewpoint. So,
and all you ask for is they talk about it, and it wasn't a quick conversation either. Drive, layup, off the mark, another offensive rebound, and they're going to shoot 2.
Again, Roble's been really good this half. We talked about the change in getting the 2 quick fouls. She scored 4 points in the first half. She missed a shot earlier, got her own, put it back in, had the and one, and now again goes back to the free throw line.
4 fouls on Lucy Leininger. Foul trouble is mounting for Germantown. McNeil coming back on the floor with 4. No surprise, that's a senior. JC Manny for Rachel Murphy. Second free throw, she gets them both.
Yeah, and Roble, who averages, just around 3.7 points per game, is up to 11.
KK, little hiccup, pull up, good. Got the ball to the middle, they break the pressure. Corner 3, nope. Larson passes it up.
Great back cut.
And layup, good. Hansen, the recipient of that pass.
Yeah, Larson did a good job.
KK threw it away.
But credit Greta Hansen not just standing when, again, she was being overplayed, went on the baseline back door, caught it, got it up off the glass.
Hallie Bowles gives Wisner a break. 11:36 remaining. 7-point lead is what it was at half. The Arrowhead press break has been efficient, especially in the second half, but this has been the difference, is all the offensive rebounds. Extra chance by extra chance. Rebound, McNeil.
You know, and they've it closed to 3. They've pushed it back out for 7, and that's the first shot Bella Sams has taken in the second half. After that flurry she had to end the first half. You know, they've gotten it a little bit. They've gotten it from Bub. They've gotten it from Hansen.
As KK commits a foul now. She kind of commits one of those a game. It's only her second, but it's amazing how all of a sudden she's going to drive the lane and she's going to draw an offensive foul that, whether it is or not, it's just what happens with her. And GTV followers know it's stay away from those. Unnecessary there. It wasn't intentional, but it was one of those that she could have probably avoided.
Yeah, and then you get worried because you get caught like, Gretchen McNeil did, where you're in a situation that you can't get your body out of.
And now a spinning layup for Roble. It's been the Abby Roble show here in the second half. 9 second half points, 13 overall in the game. She has offensively done her job filling in for Elena Harper. As Germantown wants a timeout, we'll take it with them. 9-point lead for Arrowhead. Every time Germantown makes a run, Arrowhead's had an answer. KK splits everybody, draws a foul.
And that's and that's a shot getting to the rim with Elena Harper there. Probably a little different story, at least not as clear. But again, Bub not as used to playing the center of the zone. KK gets by her and is able to get the free throw line.
KK back iron.
Boy, that same issue as the first half, bugging them from the free throw line. Leininger hit too early, but again.
Misses them both. If numbers are correct, 1 for 8 on the night for KK. 3 on the way, no good. McNeil, her 8th rebound of the night.
That one was a little quick. Again, I know they're up 9.
JC Manny! The freshman's not shy. The lead's down to 6. Get it out of here, Manny, with a block, but Hallie Bowles gave that seam. She's got to understand they're not going to go to the right corner. Take away that middle.
Yeah, the complete open side over here.
She wants to go to the corner. That's fine. 3 corner. Got it. Erica Bub. Have a night, Erica. Under 10 minutes as KK pull up. Good.
Again, Bub averaging 3.7. We've said it before. Again, she's up to 14 points. Germantown switching to the zone a little bit here, try to take Arrowhead out of rhythm.
Hard to do, down 7. You can pull this out and make Germantown come out of it.
Especially with the 3 guards. Sam's going to get an open look here.
And she got it. It's up to 10. KK drives by everybody and lost it. Arrowhead pushes. A rare transition basket opportunity. Dribble handoff, Sam's rhythm dribble. Got it! And it's all Arrowhead as they take a 62-49 lead into this timeout. 9:06 remaining. Leininger back on the floor, 9 minutes remaining. Halfway through the second half. We're about 3/4 of the way through this one. Leininger, nobody around her. She lets it fly. She misses.
That's the right decision right there for Arrowhead. Again, for their tempo, they average, just over 53 points a game. They're at 62. Again.
Offensive foul called. JC Manny drawing it. That one was right in front of us, and I think we would both agree that might have been a kind call.
Yeah, but again, I think it could have been avoided. You know, what they've had success. And again, you don't need to start taking the air out of the ball. But again, Germantown's not used to playing this zone. Change sides of the floor. Make them work at it, and then see where the opening it is.
Side, top side. Keep the ball moving. Flash middle, flash weak side. We'll see how things play out. Up 13, it does Arrowhead with the lead. Wisner has it blocked. They're going to get the foul. That's going to be on Bella.
Yeah, a little, double corner fill action. Try to get the backside coming up.
Jack Boris checking in tonight. Claire Top. Who else we got there, Sarah? It's hard to read on
As
the side.
Wisner gets the first one to go. Cuts the lead to 12 with 8:24 left.
Checking in tonight as Emily hits the first. Wisner gets them both. So WizKid knocks them both down. Germantown scoring with the clock stopped. Always an advantage when you're trailing. But none of this matters until their defense steps up, and it just hasn't been there. A lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of lanes for Arrowhead to attack, and there's another deflection from Emily.
Yeah, Wisner's gotten a couple deflections, but nothing that have stayed live ball turnovers where they can convert on the other end.
Now Lucy with a deflection. She's so timid and so afraid. Oh.
Yeah, so good. I mean, a gutsy play there with 4 fouls, but.
Got to do it. Got to keep playing. Both Leininger and McNeil on the floor with 4. As the clock ticks, 8:10 remaining. Drive. You got to understand she's left-handed. Got away with it. Gabby got away with that one. Now KK drop pass. Wisner finishes. Down to 9.
Trapping a little bit more back to the man-to-man. They got out of the zone pretty quick.
Drive, baseline, cut off. Nothing there. They kick it out. Larson,
Good
left
job.
wing.
Yeah, I mean, good job, I thought, by Hansen. Drove the baseline, didn't force it.
Unforced error.
Timish loses the handle there on the baseline.
9-point lead for Arrowhead. The tide slowly starting to turn. Still haven't gotten that student section involved.
That's the 3rd straight time they've tried to get that
McNeil!
high post. This time McNeil, instead of facilitating out of there, goes right to the rim with their left hand.
Down to 7. So the defense has stepped up. The offense is getting looks. That's a good recipe to get back into the game. Still down 7. And you have to wonder, again, the legs of Arrowhead, and then you have players that are playing in a tight game that haven't played. Some of them haven't played in this tight game of major minutes in this situation. See how they respond. 6:50 and counting. Drive, shot, off the mark. KK has it. Open court. Drives, gets the shot to go! And the foul! KK saw a seam, took it, drew the foul, finishes, and can cut it to 4. Taylor Timish picked up her 3rd. And how quickly now that momentum's getting bigger. 32nd on the floor, we're gonna take it. KK Arnold stepping to the line, looking to complete a 3-point play. Missed it again. Not her night from the line. Sam's rebounds. Now you got a tie up. But they break it. Great job.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision just for Hansen right there. 2 of her teammates are, telling her throw it long. They're going to get a layup out of this. But again, they backed it back out. The pressure continued to move up towards half court, and Timish ends up being the recipient.
KK drops a pass, Leininger finishes. But you're seeing a little more intensity on the defensive side from Germantown. A little too lax. Now you're seeing some energy. Yes, they end up giving up a layup on that last possession, but their tempo defensively is definitely picked up.
No question. And they came back and scored in half the time.
Down 5. 5:50 remaining. This is going to be on KK, her 3rd.
And that's that right arm she locked in. Yeah, again, like, good job by Sams. Takes a lot of guts to reject a ball screen when you got such a good on-ball defender right there, but she did a good job. She got Arnold's arm, if you're watching, her right arm got locked in, and the officials are going to give the benefit to the offensive player in that sense.
Go with a little more speed as Lobs checks in for Cox for Germantown. Again, trying to keep that tempo defensively.
And again, Hansen, a senior, understands, again,
there's a double team.
the philosophy of Arrowhead, a team that's going to control things.
Blocked by Wisner, but as the night has been, it ends up in the hands of an Arrowhead
Robo on the offensive glass again. Can't get the easy putback to go down, but the ball gets knocked down. This drives me crazy. I'm sorry. Like, I understand the players need to go get the ball, but when the official's the closest, take 2 steps and grab it.
Rachel Murphy for Lucy Leininger. Leininger with 4.
We're not asking them to chase it all around the rim, but
lob to Sams.
A little flare screen there for Sams off the 1-4.
Shot no good. KK off and running. Hiccup, drop pass. 10-footer, long.
But again, of all the things you want right there, like you ended up, Arrowhead forces them to shoot a 10-foot pull-up.
But Murphy's got to go to the hoop. She faded away.
Yeah.
If you're close enough there, we've seen KK will find you, obviously. Another offensive opportunity.
And again, Roble knocked it around there. Bub ends up being the recipient. She gets the offensive rebound and the basket.
Stick around when this one's concluded. Our Jolly Good Soda player of the game. KK3 off the mark. Offensive rebound. Put back.
Great job by Gretchen McNeil with the 4 fouls, carving out space inside.
And I don't know if everybody could see that, but when Greta Hansen went down, Wisner was Chen was on top of her. Gretchen immediately rolled over and checked on Hansen to make sure she was okay. Just a fantastic kid, and just the way the ball, it literally is bouncing tonight.
Yep. All that work to get that offensive rebound. But that foul puts Germantown in the bonus the rest of the way, where Germantown themselves only has 5 team fouls.
1 out of 2 for Chen. 20 free throw attempts for Germantown. 7 makes. It's a storyline. Great job defensively, Kalalobs. It's going to be a turnover. And right there, a great job. Kalalobs laying on the ball. She didn't try to roll over, because if she tries to roll over, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
But she just laid there, and yes, the tie-up's coming, but she did a great job by not rolling over and causing the turnover. 66-60, Germantown with the ball, down 6. 4:20 remaining. Leininger drive, kick out. KK, that's her spot. Got it! Lucy Leininger knows her teammate, because she found KK in her left wing spot. She knocks it down, cuts the lead in half. Pass inside.
Great.
They're going to call. There's KK with her 4th. That goes back to that one before, that little cheapie.
One running down has no effect on the play. Just the ball handler in the middle of the floor causing the contact. Both teams now with 16 fouls, so we'll have bonus the rest of the way. I'm going to say I think that foul may have been a good thing, because they had a backside layup off that pass. Timish did a good job of cutting in from the corner.
But KK now with 4, joins Leininger and McNeil with 4. But we all know how this engine runs. Sam's catch, shot in the lane, offensive rebound again.
Wow.
Timish, drop pass, good shot fake, and no good. Tie up, it's going to stay here though.
Boy, Roble did a great job of getting in that mix. Good hard fought rebound, nothing dirty from either team on that. Kids climbing on the glass.
Yep. Bounced on that ponytail. That's why those girls should wear, every girl playing basketball, wear the ponytail. You fall back, let it bounce on the hair. Trigger, Sam's looking. Gotta wonder about the Arrowhead legs, or is all the adrenaline on their side now? Sam's drives against Leininger. Cut off. Handoff Roble in the lane. Lost it. We're gonna have another tie-up.
This one will go to Germantown. getting on the ground. Great help defense as Roble rolled back to come back to that right shoulder to her left hand.
Roble bumped her head, and I think you have to get her out there.
Yeah, I think he's got.
If they're holding the game up, she's got to come off the floor.
Yeah, and a head injury too.
Exactly. And she is coming off the floor. Nothing malicious, just all-out hustle from both teams. So Abby Roble sits. Been a huge game for her.
And again, as you mentioned, partner, some of those Arrowhead kids are in positions they haven't ever been in. Playing this late, like right there, you saw a little bit of a short arm.
Great ball movement. Leininger hitting a cutting Emily Wisner, who's going to step to the line. I got to say, GTV, we keep having all these kids as players of the game, and Wisner's had opportunities all year, and it's always been somebody else. But I tell you what, just watching her this whole game, she has been so even keel. And her senior leadership has shown in every phase tonight. Just calm, cool, and collected. This is a kid that was on the floor when that final buzzer sounded last year. So she's been through the wars.
Well, and understanding the rivalry. That's something Coach Stuvey talked about, having the 8 days, and the team did some really unique things. They had theme days and everything like that. But, he said on Monday they were treating this like this is a sectional final or a state tournament type of game with the opponent they're playing.
And that's one thing we have not talked about is the 8 days off. It's one thing to get rest, but it's another thing to lose your rhythm and understanding and that's going to be a foul on Wisner. You lose a little bit of that, and there's no question, the sloppiness and the backside rebounds, that's probably contributing to it.
Yeah, and he talked a little bit about trying to mix things up and do kind of a simulated 4-on-4 game. As Timish heads to the line. This will be a 1-and-1. Taylor comes in again. 90% free throw shooter. I didn't want to say anything right before she shot it. But again, she's been so good all year. 19 for 20. Was 4 for 4 last night,
yeah.
But under this situation.
Yep, different game. We're under 3. KK, drive. She keeps it. Flip up, under, no good.
A little bit too much English on that one.
The Massey rolls off. And now a breakaway. Drop pass. Great job breaking it up, does Leininger.
Probably the best thing Arrowhead could have hoped there, too, because definitely Leininger was between her man and the ball, able to knock that out of bounds, but Arrowhead will keep it on this end.
66-65. We got a warning, a bench warning on Coach Whitty. Interesting time to say that.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. Just another script, Near turnover. Leininger now has to hustle back into the play. Sams has it deflected. Ball still battered around. Ends up in Bella's hands. Bella has been through these wars. She has played in these type of games. Pass deflected. McNeil. Turnover.
Yeah,
KK. Right side speed. Leininger. Kicking pass. Wisner. Got it. Emily Wisner, and we have our first lead change of the half. Drive down the lane and finishing. Sarah Larson.
How about
even.
that end-to-end right there?
Now KK goes back. She finishes. Oh, my. Whew, we got to take a breath.
Yeah, it's what you want to see. Each team kind of trading punches right here.
Broken up, on the floor, deflected, on the floor. Ball ends up in Leininger's hands. She gets it to KK. KK one-on-one. That's on the floor, and they're going to count it! And the basket is good!
Yeah, again, starts with the wild scramble on this end. It looks like Greta Hansen's going to have a drive to the rim and isn't able to get it up into her hands. It gets knocked credit. Gretchen McNeil and Leininger saving it up here. Now all of a sudden, Arrowhead tried to trap for the first time all game. They get it to Arnold. She's able to go one-on-one. Still can't knock that down from the free throw line as she stretched the lead to 4 with the basket.
Up 4 now for Germantown. Instant classic here on GTE. Nobody there, so they let it fly. Bella Sam's offensive opportunity, no good. Batted around, KK comes away with it. It does something I've never seen KK do. She quick flipped it to Lucy.
Yeah.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We need to catch our breath. 68 seconds left in this one. GTV sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor. Instant classic here on W7 on a Saturday night. Germantown triggering the inbounds. Sideline. Well, you got Lucy with a one-on-one. If she spins and goes, trigger back to Wisner.
See how deep they let this get into the, under the 1 minute mark. When are they going to try to foul?
I put KK on the line, absolutely, the way she's shooting them tonight.
I truly believe, though,
yeah,
in the last 2 minutes, no matter what she's at, she's somebody step up to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's something we talked about earlier. Under 4 minutes now. I know she missed that last and one opportunity, but I'd venture to say, oh, goodness. Well, and they threw it away. This is
That's the break that Arrowhead needed right there.
The immaturity minutes showing. And now they thought there was a foul call, but that was a squeak of a shoe.
And now you have Timish is fouled out. So again, you have, one of your better scorers, more, kids that have been playing better, fouls out with her fifth, send Arnold back to the line. The other thing that happens now, though, is now we're in the double bonus. So I'm a true believer, that
She's
again.
getting one of the two.
She is, and I think there's a relief when you step to the line. It's one of the things I wish in the college game they'd somehow have the 1-and-1 back installed, because again, when you get to that 5th team foul in college, I think an average shooter feels that sense of relief knowing they don't have to earn that second free throw.
Agree 100%. I mean, you get to that next level, let it go. Let it go. Why is it a double? Why do you go to that double? Because you want to speed up at the end of the games? Well, maybe you up that to 12 or 15, so you kind of somewhat limit it. But look at with a head shake and a sigh of relief for KK. Like, finally, I got one to drop. And the lead's 5. But you know what? Credit to these Warhawk of Arrowhead. KK gives herself a little clap, hitting them both. They came out, they had a game plan, did a great job, and really fought with Germantown. Nothing to hang your head about when you're missing your starter. Your leading scorer, leading rebounder, going to play at Grand Canyon next year. They really, when you had less than 24 hours to prepare for it too, they did a great job, and a credit to Arrowhead.
Yeah, I mean, they're at 62 points at the 8.5 minute mark. We were talking about how they'd already, eclipsed here, as Sam's hoping to add to that.
But it changed at about the 6 minute mark. Timeout. Germantown came on the floor, 5:57 left, and their intensity on defense changed. Much more aggressive defensively, which led to much more offensive intensity. And now that up 4, they took that deficit that was once 13. They've turned it into a one-time 6-point lead, now down to 4.
Yeah, they got a foul. They had valuable time going off the clock.
But they had a tie-up. I mean, if that defender would have stepped in front.
I understand maybe trying to get a trap and shoot the gap for a steal, but they can't let it go back and forth 2 and 3 times.
Stick around for our JVB Financial Advisor, Jolly Good Soda Player of the Game, as Gretchen McNeil knocks down a free throw. Second one, she got it. Still a 2-possession game, nothing changed in that regard. Sams, she can fire it. And she turned it over, but it hits off a Germantown player. They catch it, get it back. Hanson through her hands. You gotta get something up quick. Corner 3, they left Sams of all players alone. It rolls off.
Oh, the freshman did a good job getting the rebound there.
Sams, pass, blocked by Leininger. KK comes away with it, and this one's over with. An instant classic on GTV. Germantown 76. Arrowhead 70. I mean, you've been watching GTV.